We're glad you're watching K24. This is Talk Central. Welcome back to the program. Now, they say it is simply an alternative mode of transport that comes with fun and freedom, but also bears huge responsibilities. And that is what we are talking about on this show. The hashtag is Talk Central. Our Twitter handle is at K24TV. I'm still with Marianne Nduku. She's an engineer, but also a rider. Next to Marianne is Catherine Gamate, a full-time world venturer. And next to Catherine is Ebi Adhiambo. She's a sales and marketing expert. I have to say that. And Harmony Lucy Kibunja, she's a fashion designer, business lady, model, owns a fitness program. The list is on and on and on. But these ladies are breaking the stereotype barrier. So let's talk more about riding motorcycles. I want to know about this gear that you're having. What does it mean? Do you have to have it? What do you have to have if I want to be a rider? I'll start with you.
Yes, you have to have it. I mean, she said you're the body of everything, so you have to be protected. I have with me my helmet, my jacket. It's also padded, so that when you fall, this is what gets hurt, like not you. My knee guards and my boots.
Can we see that? I don't know if you can see that. We'll try and get the gear on the legs, but anyway, what else do we have to know about this gear? Catherine.
Something you've got to be very careful about when you're buying gear is don't just buy any gear. You've got to ensure you buy certified gear. And I'll give a very good example. A lot of accidents, road RTAs, road traffic accidents, where a motorbike is involved, the first thing you notice more often than not is that the helmet has split into pieces. So you've got to be very careful when you're choosing a helmet. Make sure it's certified, because the helmet is meant to protect your skull in case of an injury. And I use in case, I don't use when.
Okay, okay.
In case.
Before you move on, I want Marianne to demonstrate how you. Just come in front of the camera, just here. Then you can wear your gear, so that you tell people what you're supposed to do first, how you gear up.
You can just wear practically anything first, but I normally start with my shoes, and then my knee guards, then my shoes, then my jacket. Then I warm up the bike so that it gets to good temperature. What she talked about is a certification. Can you see this?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, like this is kind of DOT certified. And then I wear my helmet. You want me to wear it?
Yeah, wait. And then you'll take it off. I just want to see how it's done.
Okay. So, you hold on to the straps. And then you pull it on.
You don't mind the hair?
Sorry? Yeah.
You don't mind the hair, right?
Yeah, don't mind the hair. And then some helmets have like sun visor, like when it's hot. Yeah, and sunny.
Okay. Thank you. Nice. Looks nice. Looks nice. Let's talk about what she talked about, these being certified. Harmony.
Yes.
What is required? What are the requirements actually?
Like mine is named after a legend who passed on, and it's a KCB brand. So it has to be heavy padded, so that we're protecting our skull. And our brain is our everything. My leg can go, I can replace it, but I cannot replace my mind and my head and my skull. So what you need is, first of all, know what you're buying. It should be bland. Do your research very well, very keenly. Then it has to be heavy padded, because even we need your jaws, so that anytime you go down, just in case, because the crazy drivers, they would not mind like hitting you out of the road. So you just need a heavy. It should be fitting, not so loose, so that at least it can protect your neck and So it has to be padded. It has to have the padding very well, very fitting, and mine have gone down 2 times.
But it's still the same.
It's still the same.
Oh.
Still the same. It's
only That's why a helmet is important.
That's why a helmet is important.
Why do you have a camera on your helmet?
Oh my. I love traveling.
Yeah.
So this is a GoPro.
Yeah.
And thanks to my friend.
Yes.
This is a gift. So I record each and every...
Sponsor, yeah. I wanted to say that because I wanted to...
Not sponsoring. Hey. Tomboys don't need sponsors. We sponsor our very own. You know?
Okay, looks good.
So this, I record each and every ride. So to keep the memories, at least I will put them on YouTube. And at least to save me, when I have recorded and you like... I went to the head-on. Who was wrong? Just in case.
In case that happens.
Yes.
That's good.
You also learn from your mistakes when you watch after the ride.
Let me hear from Ebby. According to Harmony, you have to do your research. Did you do your research before, you took the bike and you said, by the way, this is my job right now?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
I did. And I remember the very first thing actually, my motorbike, it came when it was, the cold season. It was around July, August there. And it was pretty cold. And I realized I really need a balaclava, Yeah. Because my helmet, it actually came with a motorbike. It's a simple helmet. Right. I'm not really protected over here. So I remember the very first week that I was on my bike, I was yet to get my balaclava. Protects, the nose. Yeah. I actually got really sick.
Oh, because of the...
It was actually like 3 days, 3 days into riding. And I was not actually fast. Right. I hardly hit 30 kilometers per hour every time I was on the road. But I still got sick.
You just have to be careful, eh?
Yeah,
it's funny. Because of the 30 kilometers.
The way Marianne has said, I can imagine that's the speed you actually get out of the parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
What? She's just being nice.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
She's just being nice. Now, let's just talk about the stereotypes. Because that's what everyone, I think, is talking about. What are some of these stereotypes that you've had? What I have is biker chicks, okay, fine. They're sexy. They're tomboys, like Harmony said. They're hard to date.
Thank you.
And some of them are gothic.
Oh.
I shut my mouth. I want to hear. I'll start with Marianne.
Well, all right. What did you say first?
Sexy.
Sexy, oh, for sure. But if you talk to our gentlemen, they'll say the opposite. You should actually check on Facebook. The men normally say, you can't even tell it's a lady because they're in the same gear as you. What is wrong with them? So the sexy is both sides.
Okay.
Gothic, yes, especially if you have tattoos and piercings. They think now you're just extreme. Yeah. And then something else I've had, every time I mention I'm a biker, they're like, oh, 80cc, 100cc. You have a tricycle, like 3 wheels at the back. I'm like, great. Yeah, so
wow.
Yeah.
Ni baiskeli tu normal, eh?
Bicycle,
wow.
You ride a bike, like bicycle, like yeah.
These things happen?
Yeah.
Catherine?
Let me expand on the sexy part, because there's something I totally love about being a biker.
Right.
So you've just packed your bike, you have your helmet, and you walk into a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And guys' jaws just drop, and they look at you, and you're like, I mean, I've gotten spoken to so many times, even like as simple as buying pizza, somebody will be like, hi, oh my gosh, you ride. That's so exciting. And there's a dude there. And I'm thinking, you better recognize.
Yeah, you better.
So that part I totally love. Even like the other day I was coming from a birthday party, a friend of mine in Kiambu Road. I'm on the bypass just before Two Rivers. A cop stops. I notice he's holding the torch with the left hand.
Yeah.
So he stops me and I stop. So he says, habari yako? I say, mzuri. He looks at me again like, oh, ni madam. And I'm like, So he's like, okay, let her license. So I give him my license. And then he says, the right hand, he's holding a nyahunyo. So I'm asking him, okay, and what is that for? He says, unajua watu wa bodaboda wanakatanga kusimama.
You see? There you go. You see?
So he had said, had you not stopped, I'd just have, and at that point I thought to myself, had you thwacked me, I'd have stopped my bike, blue uniform or not, please.
Wacha nikwambie, any stereotype?
Yeah. I remember the very first time I was on my bike, my workmates were like, Avi, there's no way you're going to hack this thing, you know. Yeah, because actually my fellow supervisors have they have motorbikes too. And usually when we're on the road, they're like, you're a girl, you're not supposed to ride like that, you know.
You're a girl, you're not
Yeah.
supposed to ride like that.
Imagine.
What does that mean?
I
Yeah.
know.
What?
Like usually when I hack, like pretty, jam on Jogoo Road, it's usually pretty intense. Plus the reckless drivers, like, you know, they're like all over the place. But you find I can actually hack the, you know, you just
Go through.
penya,
Una penya,
unapenya.
exactly.
And every time they check their side mirror, ebi ako tu hapo to like check.
What about you, Harmony?
For
You've
me,
been here, you've been doing this for quite a while, so you've had crazy and absurd statements
Yeah.
about lady bikers.
first of all, before I knew how to ride, I used to be a pillion. What it means to be a pillion? You're carried, so you're the passenger.
Okay.
And I used to do big bikes. Now I have crazy friends. So the moment today you're on this bike, tomorrow you're on the other one, they think you are a loose woman. Please, we are not.
Hey, say that again.
We are
Yeah.
not loose women, my dear.
You're not loose women,
Yes.
and are you hard to date?
I'm a
Yes.
tomboy, so you have to
Let's
Step
go.
up.
Let's
you have
step
to
up, eh?
really like sweat, you know. Thank you.
Is that the reality, Catherine?
No.
No.
No. Is that the,
Can I intervene?
Honestly. Yes.
Like usually when I'm off my back, I'm in skirts and dresses.
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah. Like
I mean,
just a motorbike. I'm still
I'm
a
just
lady.
the devil's advocate here. I think
we're
it's-
the same person. So if I was hard to date before I got on my bike,
Yeah.
I'm still hard to date. If
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
not, I'm not
Yeah,
anymore.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Change
So
is
you
nothing,
and your
really.
issues of getting intimidated because I have all this in me, I mean, it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So don't get intimidated because of what I do.
Okay.
Then getting back to the sexy look, I really love. Because when you were a tomboy and you pull out the sexy look,
Yeah.
you really pull out, my dear.
You-ish.
Oh yeah. And
How
I'm
about
not
that?
sorry.
Yes?
And I'm not sorry. And I'm not sorry for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have to pull it.
Yeah, you have to pull it, my dear.
And there's
Catherine.
nothing stopping you from riding in a dress.
Thank
There
you.
are times I ride in dresses. In fact, my
wow.
former boss at
She's surprised.
at Family
I
Radio.
did.
Does it fly on
Abby's
your
surprised.
face?
Abby's surprised that you ride
Does
in
it fly on
the
your-
skirt.
No. Here's the thing. I have
Yeah.
a full suit. I actually call it a moon suit because it looks like you're going to the moon. And my boss at my former boss at Family Radio used to call me Superwoman because I'd get into the office and then I just sit down my leather
And-
full. Voila! I've got my dress. And I just tuck my boots and put my heels.
Let me ask this. Are there specific types of bikes for female and male, and what kind of bikes do you ride? Very quickly.
No specific ones. I ride a Charisma ZMR, but next the BMW 310. What else did you ask?
Specifics for...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just if you're trying to look sexier, you now have the more fitting jackets because there's a female cut and a male cut. Even for t-shirts, the same way.
Okay. For you?
Well, gear is gear. I mean, basically the same gloves I have, the same knee pads I have is the same thing a dude would buy. So
What type of motorbike do you ride?
I also ride a ZMR, a red one. He's called Awesome.
He's
Oh,
he is called Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Abby?
And my helmet is called Delilah because in this life, Samson and Delilah must coexist.
Hey, my friend. All right. Abby, for you?
Currently, I'm doing Suzuki Hayate. Yeah, it's actually my boss has got it for me because of my job and everything. But I'm planning on upgrading it to something better because it's only a 110cc.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, but it's light. I like it. Like for starters,
Yeah.
it's the perfect one. So
Okay.
probably with time, I might, pull
Go to the
too.
BMW.
Yes.
Yeah, go to the BMW.
Like when I grow up,
Yeah, and Harmony, what about you?
Right now, I'm doing a cruiser, 750cc.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, even the cameraman is surprised.
You need to. At times, guys think we are crazy, but they call me. I prove it, and I'm very cautious about it.
Okay.
And I have no apologies.
No apologies to make, and we have no apologies to make right here because you're talking to them and breaking the barrier, the stereotype barrier, because it has been on for so many years, and they have proved that this is, they even know the bike names, bike types, and what they want to be. This is crazy. By the way, it's crazy. Keep talking to us. Our Twitter handle is @K24TV. The hashtag to use is Talk Central. Keep watching, because when we come back, it's all about what's hot.